The Trump administration announced reciprocal tariffs. And even before they came into force, they announced that these will be put on a halt for next 90 days. One of the primary reasons for this change in the policy is said to be the sudden change in the yields of USA government treasuries. In this video, let's try and understand what is the concept of yield rates as well as coupon rates in the context of bonds. Hello and welcome to Unacademy IAS, a one-stop destination for all the English medium civil services aspirants. Before I start the discussion, I have a very important announcement. Somebody who is preparing for Civil Services Examination 2026, our courses are available at a discounted price. And if you use the IAS English code, you will also get an extension of up to 12 months without having to pay anything extra. Those who are interested, please do check out the details by clicking on the link provided in the description below. Let me start the discussion now. First and foremost, what do you mean by the term bond here? Bonds are essentially instruments which are used to borrow from the market. These can be issued by the governments, by international organizations, by private sector companies, as well as the entities owned by the governments. Let me explain the model of a bond by using an example here. Let's imagine this is a government bond. The number 100 rupee represents the face value of the bond. The number 3 years is the maturity period of the bond. That is essentially for what duration government is borrowing this amount from you. And the number 10% is the interest rate, which essentially translates to government paying you 10% of the face value, that is 10 rupees. But in the context of the bonds, the term interest rate is replaced with the term coupon rate. So the government annually will pay 10% coupon rate on the face value of 100 rupee, which comes out to 10 rupees, irrespective of whatever be the market prices. So in a nutshell, what is a coupon rate? It is the fixed interest rate which you will get by investing in a bond. This is fixed based on the face value, irrespective of the market prices. Now come to the second concept here, yield rate. These instruments are tradable in the market. That is, you can buy and sell these instruments in the market. Let me give you examples here. Imagine these are the number of bonds which are there in the market right now. Now, because of uncertainty or volatility increasing, the foreign investors will be worried about their investment. And upon worrying about their investment, what they generally do is they will start dumping these instruments. That is, imagine these are the new bonds which are entering into market, which are being dumped by the investors who had purchased them earlier. Now what you're observing, the supply of the bonds in the market suddenly will increase, and the economics basically says with increased supply of any product in the market prices should go down. Instead of the value remaining at 100 rupee, now the bond will be valued, let's say, at 90 rupees. So what is the impact now? If the value changes, what will happen to the coupon rate? Coupon rate remains the same. 10% of face value, 10 rupees, will be given to you by government. But let's do the calculation. You have invested 90 rupee. You earned 10 rupee. So 10 divided by 90, that, my dear, is the yield rate, which in this case comes out to be around 11%. But how do you define yield rate? Yield rate is the actual rate of interest. I repeat, actual rate of interest that an instrument will fetch you when you invest and purchase this instrument. Now, will the yield rate always be higher compared to coupon rate? Not necessarily. Let's take one more example. Suddenly in the market, the demand for the government bonds will go up. Has it happened anywhere in the recent past? Some time ago, there was an announcement that Government of India's bonds will be included in the global bond indices. And with this announcement, suddenly the demand for the Government of India's bonds increased. And out of all the bonds which are there in the market, suddenly there were a lot of these bonds which were purchased by the investors. Now, if the bonds are purchased more and more by the investors, don't you think the bonds which are available in the market will go down? And with increased demand, the market price of the bond will also go up. Instead of valuing at 100 rupee, now the bond value might increase, or the bond price in the market might increase to 110. What is the impact? Will it lead to any change in the coupon rate? Answer again is no. The government will still calculate 10% on the face value of 100 and give you 10 rupee. Now let's do the calculation. You invested 110, you got 10 rupee. 10 divided by 110 comes around 9%. So in this context, with the change in the market prices, your yield rate has actually gone down. So remember this, the market prices and the yield rates will move in opposite direction. When the market prices will go up, yield rate will go down. And when the market prices will go down, yield rates do tend to go up. This is the connection between the coupon rate, the market prices, as well as the yield rate of the bonds. So in a nutshell, if UPSC will ask you which of the factors are responsible for the change in the market prices or the yield rates, find out the internal factors as well as external factors which will lead to the change in the supply and the demand for these particular bonds. Those will have an impact on the market prices as well as the yield rate of these bonds. So this is, in a nutshell, the connection between the yield rate as well as the coupon rate in the context of bonds. If you like this initiative, do hit the like button. If you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly do it right now. Thank you. Have a great day.